I was watching something earlier. I was on Instagram and I just seen something kind of two different posts, but they was kind of connected, so they had me thinking for a minute with the whole Taylor Swift thing, right? Now, aside from the Taylor Swift and the NFL thing, we'll get to that in a minute. But it was one thing that I found very interesting because it was something saying that Sexyy Red made a post or something to say, hey, make a campaign for her fans or something, get Taylor Swift on the Ski remix or something. That'd be great for Sexyy Red, right? Blah blah blah. New audience, great. And it had me thinking that while one, my first initial thought was, oh, that's a great tweet, attention. Never happened. That'll never happen. Taylor would never, blah blah blah, right? But then I got mad because I was like, why not? Why was that my initial thought? Why did I just know that in hip hop she would never lend that when hip hop all we do is lend to them and put them on. So, but it would never be reciprocated. And I seen that one post and it just had me thinking, because it was another post with the Bobby Altov girl and the new Sukiana post where she in the strip club, she on the list looking all awkward. Fine, great for her. I'm not even saying I don't enjoy her interviews and the things she does. But what I noticed from that was that she will get a funny Marco, a Lil Yachty, a Drake, Offset, to boost her up into our culture. So now even you, me, Ty, we getting random popping in our Instagram algorithm, this weird white girl doing weird, awkward white girl stuff in these hip hop situations, these culture situations. Mm-hmm. But now some people rock with her, some people don't. Whatever the case, she's in our algorithm now. We know her. Sexyy Red won't get that from a Taylor Swift. No white person is going to come on Sexyy Red joint and do the same thing that, and I know that this is black on black, but still, do the same thing that Beyonce did for Megan when Beyonce jumped on Megan remix, and it kind of boosted her. No white person is going to come and do that for a black person the way that we be doing that for them, and that just bothered me when I was reading that and looking at those posts back to back together. I think it was on Baller Alert, Instagram, shout out to them, scrolling through, and I just seen that, like, next to each other, and I was like, damn, it just hit me, that dichotomy in my brain hit me, like, we do that for them all the time. Bobby also being the perfect example of why she in all of our face now, but Taylor would never do that for Sexyy Red. Definitely and not. Switch cultures and put her in a different light on that side.
I think what it is most black artists, and this ain't no knock on us. We grow up differently, and this is part of just the way we think.
Yeah.
Black artists gonna lend it if it gets a bag. That money gonna talk. If I'm gonna get a bag out of it, if it's gonna do something for my brand, they gonna do it. An artist like Taylor Swift, and it's not to knock Taylor Swift. She knows, Sexyy Red, you don't do shit for my brand. I'm not gonna gain anybody from doing something with you. All you're gonna do is gain off me, so you serve no purpose to me. And that's why, like you said, you will never see her do it. Now, if there was an artist like Drake, Taylor Swift would think about it because it can potentially bring something to her. But a person like Sukiana or Sexyy Red, it's not like maybe Nicki Minaj. Depending, she might be willing to work with a Nicki Minaj.
A Nicki Cardi or the other person you mentioned, Drake. My bad. Nicki Cardi or Drake, none of them need it. That's why you're right.
That's why she would do it, but they wouldn't even ask because they don't need it.
I need you to do it for the person to Glorilla even. And
she'd never do it.
You know what I'm saying?
Because this the thing. Glorilla, Sexyy Red, Sukiana, and let's just be frank. You know what I'm saying? They are promoted to the hood. Mm-hmm. They promoted to the people, the have-nots. You know what I'm saying? They promoted to the people who see themselves in the characters of a Sexyy Red, of a Sukiana.
And
this is who they
brand doesn't
benefit at all from that. We ain't got nothing to do with the hood in Taylor Swift land. Yeah. We got the Swifties, and that goes to the point of her and Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce in his own right. He's one of the greatest tight ends to ever play. Two-time Super Bowl champ. He's done Saturday Night Live. He got hella commercials. He's already famous. He's already who he is without Taylor Swift. He messed with Taylor Swift. This nigga's jersey sales went up 400%. His commercials are on TV up 162% from like previously before her. She's at all his games. Kansas City Chiefs ticket price. Like, the Taylor Swift effect is real, but this guy
100%.
she can benefit off. And also, the NFL is benefiting off of this. The NFL has been trying to figure out a way to get the female audience into their brand for a long time, whether it was, which I thought was disgusting with the whole cancer month thing. All the players started wearing pink for cancer, breast cancer awareness. No, I don't. And I don't even want to get into how I feel about it because my grandma died of breast cancer, and I be getting all emotional and shit. And I don't want to get on emotional, but I feel like they've been trying to like do different things to get that female audience in, and never thought about a Taylor Swift dating Travis Kelce. It brought hella female viewers in. They got some of the best ratings from the female demographic they've ever had in these last couple Kansas City Chiefs games, and that's a Taylor Swift effect.
And do you think that that's kind of a part of it? Like, because shout out to Andrew Schultz. I don't want to take nobody take. I agree with his take about like this could be something that she need for the NFL, but it does boost the NFL and all of that. Like you saying, just besides her getting the Super Bowl, NFL, like you said, is benefiting too.
Absolutely.
So do you think that something about this whole situation is more so business beneficial for all parties as opposed to him really just liking her and she really just liking him? Is this all just a business play? Because it's kind of reading too convenient to not be to me.
It could be.
Because
I don't want to say they're not being genuine with their relationship, but you know what? I put it this way. People threw that shit on Jonathan Majors with Making Good. Who's to say this can't be that? You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to disregard it because people don't disregard that shit when they come to us. So maybe. Because this is way more convenient.
I think, maybe I didn't make it clear. I said I think it's convenient. I think that it's definitely a play for all parties involved.
Because everybody benefiting.
I don't think that it's a pure Travis and Taylor really romantic relationship that just happened to be beneficial to everybody. I think a lot of financial scientists were in play, and these financial scientists work for these corporations who happen to work for these people. Travis Kelce, I think he had some brand or some jacket or some shirt, some
you got a lot of
clothing
stuff
thing.
On. Travis Kelce that's why I say he's who he is.
Yeah, and that jumped up. NFL sales jumped up. Taylor's popularity or whatever jumped up as far as like, even if it's not popularity, notoriety to the point to Andrew's point. Now, if next year or 2-3 years come back around, she's known now by the NFL. So if she come do a Super Bowl show, we know who that is. Dated Travis Kelce. You know, let it be a year. Don't let you make it. She might be
on there next year, bro.
Super Bowls. Don't let you make it through the whole season. You had a whole season with him,
bro. Think of the ratings, and I'm just throwing this out there. Think of the ratings this would do, because I don't think it's gonna happen this year. Plus, Usher already doing the show. Taylor Swift does the halftime show next year. Kansas City Chiefs make it to the Super Bowl. Well, you know what I mean. Kansas City Chiefs make it to the Super Bowl. Taylor Swift is doing the performance. The ratings for that through the fucking roof. Every party will benefit from this.
To your point, if they break up before then.
Oh, because she
make a diss Super Bowl where they make that's even more ratings.
She making a diss
I might watch it for that. I might watch it for the drama
regardless.
And be like, hey, one of them is gonna fuck up their performance for being there.
Man. Straight up.
We either gonna get a Kansas City loss or Taylor gonna slip and fall. Something gonna happen. But
and you know the project coming. So even if they was to break up and she did it, I'm telling you, it's like you say, it's definitely a convenient thing, but it's a win-win for all parties.
All three parties, for real. And hey, shout out to him, man. Shout out to him. If that's how y'all doing, that's how y'all moving, great. You know, whatever. All I know is that y'all need to start lending some of y'all little white privilege to our culture the way that we lend our culture to y'all white privilege.
And I want to kind of show some love to somebody who do lend some white privilege to our culture, but I can't even think of nobody, bro. Nobody who does it. And the only person...
I think I named Judy Garland. Shout out to her, old white lady who came up with the famous Brown Eyes, Blue Eyes project that she do for white colleges.
Oh, no. I'm talking about somebody in that...
Oh, in the entertainment field.
Entertainment. I know you're talking about... No, shout out to her. But no, I'm talking about somebody in entertainment field. Like, who lends that audience to the culture? We lend our cool, like you said, we lend our cool everywhere. We lend our cool to brands. We lend our cool to fashion, to all kind of stuff.
Something like a Jimmy Fallon or something for having the roots there. But is that really that? Like he got the
doing
roots. Jimmy Fallon did his night show, and as his night show since he first started, when he got it, he was I want the Roots as my band. So the Roots been on late night TV getting industry money as the late night band for a late night TV show for a long time. And the Roots is a classic hip hop band. I don't even like to call them a group because they kind of the only hip hop band that's a real band, real instruments. And he did that for the Roots, and that's kind of putting them in
That's
that
dope.
light. But
That's safe though. Let's keep it a buck.
it is.
It's safe though.
Hey, we need music and entertainment, and we know the niggas could do it. We got
And
some.
and this ain't no knock. The
And it's-
Roots
it's
are
great for
legends. The Roots
and
are.
it's no knock for Jimmy
this ain't
Fallon for
no
doing
knock
that
for
either.
Jimmy Fallon either.
Because that is greatly appreciated, but it's
Yeah.
just easy and convenient.
Yep.
Because we need music and entertainment. Y'all do music and entertainment. I look great because I'm putting some black people on the legendary
Y'all
black
gonna be
hip hop group
professional, y'all
on
gonna be
that
safe.
I may have genuinely been a big fucking huge
Yep.
fan of since I was in high school. I could really love Black Thought. I'm not taking that away from Jimmy Fallon. It's just a convenient thing from him being like, oh, this black novelist that don't never get no shot because these public houses don't want to do nothing. So let me get behind and champion him and put him on and put this black novelist on. This black violinist that don't get no play in the operas or this pianist, constructor, whatever, because he do that.
Yep.
Nothing to do with me. Let me give them this platform to do what they
And I'm
do.
glad you
it's
said
not
that.
a lot of that.
That is a great thing you just said because it ain't even just hip hop.
Yeah.
It's just in general. You can find people that play classical music that's black. It's all these different platforms where, to your point, the mainstream media could totally help black creators. I ain't just saying hip hop. I ain't just saying no ratchet stuff like Glorilla or it's other people that's doing things that you could totally have these platforms promote this.
Yep.
And they even something that because you're a comedian, even something like comedy. You can easily put some of these different people on some of these shows. It's all kind of different shows where it's a demographic that don't reach out to us. We're not watching these shows, but it's a large group that is. It's the same difference as Tommy from Power. His whole acting career has totally been boosted, like Joseph Sakara. His whole thing has been boosted since playing Tommy because he's a good enough actor to get other roles that got nothing to do with Tommy, and he's gonna kill it, and he's gonna be dope.
Stuff. I was
A lot of
rocking
other
with him
stuff.
before Powers.
Me too. He dope. He's a dope actor. But once he did Power, he got a completely different demographic with that demographic he already had, and it ups him. We should be getting them same chances. We should be being even an actor like Jonathan Majors, right? Him being on Marvel boosts who Jonathan Major is. But when he got this little case, and I'm glad Marvel support him. Shout out to Marvel.
Shout out to
y'all
them.
ain't drop him. That's why I'm gonna support Marvel
They let
because
all the facts come
y'all
out.
let all the
Not
facts
to
come out
say
before
that
y'all
if he
made
did
those.
do what he was
I'm sure
accused
they
of,
get him up out of
they
there,
would've
but
handled it.
they did it the way they supposed to do. They sat back. They said we're gonna figure out how this play out, and then we'll go from there. Everybody else just dropped them. You got to give us that same opportunity to come on these platforms and build our platforms, and that's all I'm saying. We do it all the time. We lend our cool out. We did it for Eminem. Y'all wouldn't know who Eminem is if Dr. Dre didn't believe in him. He put him on in our culture. A lot of black people. I was alive then. People was not trying to give Eminem a chance, but he was so dope. You just couldn't fight it. You couldn't fight it. And like you give us that chance, give our actors that chance, give our jazz musicians that chance, give our rock bands. It's black rock bands. Give people that chance on these platforms to build their platform and lend y'all audience to us the same way we lend our cool to y'all. Appreciate y'all for tapping in, watching the video. Hit the like button, put somebody on who'll put somebody on. Subscribe to the page for more content. We give you content every day. If you want to follow it, follow us. We out. No, I should have had you say something. Okay,